Welcome back to the channel. You guys have been watching. You know we're several videos deep into a series where we're doing a modification, an improvement, if you will, to our pond that we built several years ago. We've been wanting to do this for a while, but here's where we're at right now. We pushed this whole hillside back. We're putting a 14 by 24 foot Dami outdoor living shelter house right here. I said, send me the biggest you got as a joke, and then it just showed up. So here we are, working on the waterfall feature. And a few videos before all that, we started harvesting a bunch of big sandstone rocks from the other end of the property. And we were in the process of moving those to build the waterfall feature. Well, on the previous video, I ended up breaking the grapple. This metal tab here, this ear that sits on top of the quick attach, it bent up enough that it came out. I need to do something about that. A little closer look at it. You can see how she bent up like that. The other side's kind of starting to do the same thing. I'll show you what we did on the loader bucket. Remember, we modified this for the quick attach. On the loader bucket, we have these tabs on top so that it can't fold up like that. I probably ought to do something similar on these. I'm not looking to get fancy with it because I need to get this work done. Completely separated here as well. I'm just going to try to leave it on this bracket, and then that way I can just attempt to beat her into submission. Know what I mean? Get it close. I mean, it's going, but a fella's gonna want a bigger hammer. I don't know where my sledge is. We'll be able to get that to go without heat, and I am out of gas at the moment for the torch. So we're just gonna disconnect and see if we can't get the last ones for the waterfall with the bucket. I think I could get these two with the bucket. May take an assist from the Mini, but we'll give it a try. Oh yeah, I think a little arranging with the mini excavator, and they'll go in there fine. I don't know about this. One crisis at a time. Whoa! That leaf about attacked me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. As long as they stay in while we roll up, we should be. Yeah, it's heavy because that bucket is so heavy, but you can put air in the back tires because they don't touch the ground, so what's the point, you know? On the ground. remember when I got this thing? I thought I was crazy trying to make it useful. Look at her now. So I'm thinking, what if we could get her stood vertical in the bucket? I think there's a possibility that could work. I don't necessarily know how to get it there, but yeah, I need you to stop. How do I get? Yeah, okay. See how that didn't work. This here for a little safety net. It's possibly the dumbest thing I've done in a while, but it's awfully hard to tell sometimes. We're just gonna, it's gonna take 7 hours, but we're just gonna idle our way there. We are just running the ground right now, and that's fine. Nice and slow. We're using every pedal, every lever. This is definitely the limit of what we can do with this thing, but we are getting it there. Even though it's incredibly time consuming, and if I could get the loader down to there, if we just waited till it dried out, I could get that stuff up the hill faster with the loader. I just don't think it's gonna dry out anytime soon. There's more rain in the forecast, and we leave in a week and a half to go on vacation, and I really want this whole project done by then. So we're gonna spend the rest of this evening. Let me get down there and show you what we're moving, but this is what I'm doing. All of these big sandstone rocks, just like the ones we moved with the loader, but we're gonna get these to the top of the hill, then we'll use the loader to move them the rest of the way. But I'm gonna get all these up. And then we have some pretty big ones up there that we can't move with anything I own, but we'll try to take some feathers and wedges and maybe we can get those split and moved up as well. But that's what I'm doing the rest of this evening. Terrible evening to forget my earbuds. There we go. And up the hill we go. All right. Following morning, took me right at 1 hour and 50 minutes to get the rest of these moved up here, which is approximately the same amount of time it would have taken me to get the 555 unstuck from the mud hole. So we're gonna call that good. There's a couple things I want to do though, real quick. A little bit of maintenance on this thing. We're gonna get her greased up real good, and let's get this old disco ball fixed. Nothing broke on it, it's just the daggone bolt backed out, and luckily I saw it when it fell and I found it. So that's good. It's just a little tricky. The bolt just rides inside a groove in here so that you can adjust this light left to right. Before we snug it all the way down, we're going to blindly put a Loctite on it, because if she vibrated out once, she'll probably vibrate out again. Pretty healthy amount, because I can't really see where it's going. So. And now we grease. Now we grease it all. Okay. So the light is repaired. We've got her all greased up. Just a little splash of fuel and she'll be ready to go for today. So we've got, make sure I say the right thing before I say it. Yes, 3 large rocks that are too big for the machines we have to move. So what we're gonna do is drive back to the house because I left the feather and wedges at the house. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use feathers and wedges. Feathers, wedge. This is a very old school technique, but it's still used today. It's a very, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just using some old simple machines here to make it work. We've used these in the past. I bought some more because the width and the size of these stones, I think we'll need more. The rule of thumb is you can split something 5 to 6 times thicker than the length of the wedge. These are 4-inch wedges, and these rocks are right around 2 feet. Actually, I don't know how big the one is that's still in the ground over there. So we're flirting with our limit. The other thing is this is sandstone. It's not like a limestone or a granite. The more dense the stone, the easier it is for the wedge to work. The issue we're gonna run into, I think, with the sandstone is the layers. You can see where the grain and stuff is at. So when we go drilling holes through there, what it's gonna wanna do is just pop that layer, not the whole unit. So we're gonna have a little bit of work to do. I'm hoping if we do things, you know, if we go right here, where that layer is not, we can break that end off. And then I'd like to get one more. I'd like, you know, just 3 pieces total. The sound change, she's broke. Come off the rest of the way. There it goes. Beautiful. Let me show you these layers we're talking about though. See how there's just kind of broke off in those layers. This has to be some kind of iron deposit. Do you stick to it? No, it's not that iron. This one will be questionable if these are long enough, so we may just lose some wedges. Another slight issue with the sandstone is it's soft. I'm using a 5/8 hole because these are 5/8 wedges. 1/2-inch hole might have been a better option. That hammer drill kind of wallers out that 5/8 hole a little bit more than it would if we were doing limestone or granite. I can hear some noise though. see if we can get this down the hill in this hole, and then we'll go from there. I'm not in a great spot to do anything else. Down the hill. All right, beautiful. Look at that. 2 rocks. That's lightweight now, baby. Lightweight. Up a little bit on the way out. Hopefully it's the last time coming up this hill. Yes. Back in just a minute. Size. Ah. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this one up the hill. She's a little awkward anyway. The other day, a fella said you should use your blade to help carry those bigger rocks. That's what Andrew Camarada does. Well, I told him no, as it's a terrible idea. You shouldn't do that. It's a good way to tear something up. Now, we did it with the big rock earlier, and we're doing it now. And as long as you're good and paying attention and being careful, you'll still have about a 10% success rate. It's not a great thing to do. And here we are, proving my own point. Breaking something when you know better, that's just the worst. Gosh. At least it's in the shade. We got that going for us. There is a bright side. The bright side is we broke the fitting. We didn't break this block or the hard line. So, by the way, I'm saying we, okay? You're in on this. All right, now which hose do we think it is in here? Let's just run this back through port like that. Move it. Move it. There we go. Okay. Guys, let me know if you can see one of these wiggle, okay? It'd be great if it was this one. Couldn't tell which one it was from the wiggle test, but we're gonna do some deductive reasoning. This has been replaced. Notice the crimp style, fitting style. Am I perplexed? This is a very distinguishable hose. It's rubber. It doesn't have the spiral wrap on it. It's a Gates. It's got the green right there. In theory, if we found this, that'd be the opposite end of this circuit. We should be able to match that up. If it was a gift horse, I'd have sent it back because I can't afford a horse, but it was staring me right in the face. There's the replacement. This one right here. Here's the one we're trying to get out, right here. Cat hose. And then here's the replacement. It's probably hard to see on camera, the one that was already replaced, but you can see the green stripe on the backside there. Now the fun of trying to get this worked through, man. I think someone used the wrong size O-ring on this. Not great. Trumpet test confirmed. We do have the correct hose. I don't think you can see me, but I just had an idea, and we're gonna try it. It may be the easier way to do these hoses. It's a way I've never tried before. So my idea is, what if we just pull them out, imagine a U, and we just pull both legs of the U out through this panel, and then when we go to put it back in, the opposite. So instead of fighting that curve, we're just getting one that way and getting one that way. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but it's what we're gonna try. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh yes. It's a working. Look at that. With ease. And there's my strap to go back through. Took this other panel off, and now we're at this point. She's just really bound up right through this section on something. And I'm gonna guess that whoever replaced the auxiliary hoses probably got them all bound up when they did. It was me. I replaced the auxiliary hoses. I still think getting it back in, that plan's gonna work good. Coming in this way, and I just had to pull that way and that way. I don't have to pull the whole length. Just a short leg on each one, and I've got a strap out for the front and the strap out for the side. Just whenever I put those auxiliary hoses in, I'm sure it's because I was frustrated and it was hot. I just kind of got them in there best I could and accepted that as being good enough. And it definitely fought me on this because this one was wrapped around one of the hoses. But once we got that sorted out, she's out. We might as well go ahead and get the rest of these split what we can. This one we're just gonna go, probably just right across there. Just need to lighten the load a little bit. And then this big one down here, I don't know. I mean, she's a monster. So we were talking about on the other ones. That is definitely a very noticeable different layer there, and it followed that seam on that crack. I'm gonna take the pry bar and see if we can't. So you can see there's roots in that section there that work their way in that layer. And look, a totally different substrate. Whatever this is here. This isn't sandstone material, but it's sand. This is something different right through there. That's pretty wild. Pretty wild. If a fella had the batteries, we'd just run another line of holes and break that section off too. I'd say we definitely got a couple 100 pounds off of her, but I'd like to get some more. Well, let's take the only thing, which is the oldest thing we have that runs, and see if we can move some more rocks with it. By the way, this tire, it's like a 3-day tire now. The air leak has been in the bead. Wasp. The air leak it had was in the bead, but it seems the more we use it, the more it seals itself. A machine that fixes itself, huh? This thing brings me so much joy. Oh. Hey, where are you going? Excuse me. Just trying to run away where I can and seeing how I treat the equipment. It's gonna be a little tricky getting them to get in the bucket without something to push against. So we'll probably be pushing against rocks, and at some point, we'll just be done. But get in there. Kinda. You got a balance? You got a ride? Oh no. Where did you go, little buddy? Where are you at? Oh no. I guess as long as we don't find it with the tire, we'll be okay. Gosh, it's so close. Well, there we got it. It's in there. I'm really mad if it's in there. Before we go driving down here, let's make sure we're not going to run over the missing tooth. Stay. Stacking again instead of stapling? Yes. Ready? Two napkins. Really want you to tighten underneath it and run over. Okay. Theory, the bottom scoots and the top falls back. Work. Okay. There's some rocks. Take those, huh? She balanced like that when I got the two rocks from behind her. She's got to lean that way. Sneak attack. What a unit. Waterfall rocks in place, some of the retaining wall rocks moved down here. Look how much it's dried out in just 2 days. That is absolutely exceptional. We've got our access down here planned out, ready for the waterfall rocks. A little bit of a walking trail down here. How she dried out over here. Oh, she's a beaut. Let's give her a test. probably good enough. I'd say that's workable dirt. Next video, getting the alternator and the skid steer back in action. Hopefully the hydraulic hose on the 304 back in action. I want to get the rock end of the operation closed out, meaning I want all the rocks moved down here so that we can get the 304 back down here to finish out all of this. Oh, there's a load of stone ordered and coming next week too, because we're going to put stone down there for the shelter house. So not the progress I was hoping for, but progress nonetheless. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have the notifications turned on. Even if you think you've been subscribed for a while, double check, because a lot of people tell me that YouTube unsubscribes them. Or maybe they're just lying to me and I caught them. Who knows? Anyway, see you on the next one. Mondays and Thursdays. Oh, look at this. Wait. Remember when we came down here and we threw some wildflower seed out on the hill? Look, there's some flowers. Look. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Something, huh? I should pick those. Let's put those in the house. What a treat that'll be.